Guys, I'm back with another video. Wow, these tyrants right here do not deserve a job. They don't know the ID law, the trespassing law. This man right here is average Joe Press, and he's not the average Joe. He's going out there by himself, protecting our First Amendment right. Go subscribe, the link in the description. You're not going to believe this video. Let's get into it. See you in the comment section.
I'm sorry, what's that now?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey.
Sergeant Bagwell Brownsville.
All right. You got your body cam on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Looks like
So
you
what's
do
going on today, man? Why are you aggravating people?
I'm not aggravating anybody. I came in here to take a look around the post office, do a little inspection of it.
What you
Like to
inspecting? What are you
the
inspecting?
facility, just checking it out.
For specific purpose?
Well, I've got a purpose, but you can't really divulge all your information all at one time when you're working on a story. You're trying to put pieces together.
They're trespassing you from the property, so I do need to see your ID.
Well, I can't be trespassing unless I've committed a crime. Is that right? Also, I need to be...
No, they have the right to trespass you from the
trespass
property.
warning first,
That's
so then you can just escort me off the property.
That's what we're going to give you,
it.
but we have to have your ID to do so.
No, you actually don't have to have my ID. You can just give me a warning and I can walk away, and that's all as far as it goes.
No, sir.
But again,
that's not the way we do it here in Brownsville.
well, let's not worry about how we do it in Brazelton. Let's worry about how we do it, in the rest of the country. But before we're even getting to that point right there, let's circle back around to the fact of what's trying to lead you to that. You're trying to trespass me from public property
That's
open to the public. They have no right to ask me to leave.
They do.
They do not. Not unless I've committed a crime. Are you a sergeant? You're not a sergeant, are you? There you go. Can you get somebody else who's over you? Or even under you? Maybe one of your subordinates knows it better than you.
No.
I think they might. But they can't ask me to leave public property if I'm here to conduct my business.
What business?
That would be denying me service.
What's your business?
I'm working on a story that I'm trying to put together. I need to get some footage of the inside of post office and how everything's operated in there.
Okay.
And trying to get the footage I need. You do some walk through, you get what you need, you stand back, you get some what's called B-roll. You get some of that stuff taken care of. Mm-hmm. And then also I do actually want to make a purchase here too. Is why while I'm here also to help support the post office. They've been struggling.
Well, it doesn't look like you're supporting. It looks like you're aggravating them.
I'm not aggravating anybody. Y'all are aggravating me now. I could have already got what I needed, made my purchase, and then left.
Well, not true. We got called here because you were aggravating people and you was getting agitated apparently.
So aggravating, what charge is that going to be?
Well, right now it's criminal trespass if you don't give us your ID so we can trespass.
Well, so to trespass me, you got to have
your ID so we can fill out a form.
To trespass me, you got to have a crime committed on the public property.
That is not true.
It is true.
It is not true. If you come on my private property and I tell you...
there you go. That's different.
That is not different.
Your private properties.
Okay, who owns this?
The government owns this.
They have the right to tell you to leave.
They are not the government.
She is
the First Amendment gives me the right to be here, standing here, doing what I'm doing today.
And she runs the property, and she has the right to tell you to leave.
And I haven't bothered any customers.
Well, that is not true. Otherwise,
I've helped people. In fact, I've opened doors for people as they walked in. I stepped out of line because they got busy.
Hey, start running tags in the parking lot. His face is going to pop up on one of them.
You think so? All right. So I was even opening doors for people. I wasn't finished conducting my business yet. They started getting busy.
You know what car he drove up in?
Okay. I actually started stepping out of line and letting people get in who had a lot of packages, a lot of stuff to take care of. Mm-hmm. I'm here collecting information on this post office because if you look on the Google reviews, they got a very low score here, which is unusual because of a simple job of just taking in packages and sending stuff out. But they have a very low score and a whole lot of stuff that talks about how people get packages missing from up here. I'm trying to see if there's anything that could be a link to that.
And why is that your job?
Why is it my job? It's not my job to make sure that they're not losing packages, but if I have information that could be useful to somebody else, then they could take care of it. Yeah. But either way, it doesn't really matter what I'm here doing because I don't really have to explain to you everything that I'm here doing. I'm here to conduct business. I have two forms of business I'm conducting. I'm taking a survey of the building, and I'm wanting to buy a stamp while I'm here.
A stamp?
Yeah.
What about one stamp?
One stamp. That's all I need.
Where do you live at?
live close enough to where I can get here in a reasonable amount of time.
So, is there not a post office where you live at?
There's post office everywhere. What does it matter what post office I go to?
I mean, you usually go to the post office closest to where you live at.
I think maybe if I went to a post office someplace else,
I think you're just up here
I might have
starting
gotten better service.
I think you're just up here starting a crowd.
Think what you want to think, I guess.
No, that's right. You're one of those First Amendment auditors. And you're trying to get up here and you're trying to start a crowd, and it ain't gonna happen.
So you're going to deny me from having service at this post office?
She denies you from that, not me.
So where's she? She wouldn't even give me her name. She wouldn't even talk to me. I don't even know who she
Give
is.
me your name.
As far as I know, about her working at a post office, all she got is a lanyard that you can buy online from anybody.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I don't even know who the hell she is. How do I know she works at the post office?
Well, I'm telling you she does because I've seen her here before.
Okay.
She works behind the counter.
Good for you. I don't know that though.
I'm telling you she does.
All right. But either way, have you looked at the poster 7 that's on the wall in there?
No.
That gives. Okay, come on, let's go take a look at poster 7.
No, we're not going back inside. She said you're not welcome in there, so you're not welcome.
Well, we can go back in there together.
We're not going back in there.
And we can look at the poster 7 that actually gives you the right to film inside of the post office and the surrounding the government properties. You know, we're not too far from Cumming, Georgia. Have you heard of Cumming, Georgia?
I know where Cumming, Georgia is.
All right. So do you know about the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, the case Smith versus Cumming?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay. So Smith versus Cumming gives citizens the explicit right to film public servants, yourself, federal employees, wherever the hell she went to now.
In public.
In public.
We're in public right now.
They're in public.
Absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
We're in public.
Okay.
We're not inside of a building.
It's still public. That's a public building.
Okay.
The post, what do you call that? The post office box area is definitely open to public. Hell, the door never locks. I don't think you can go in there anytime you
McDonald's is
want.
open to public.
It's a privately owned business, though.
Okay. And is the post office not technically privately owned?
No.
It's owned by somebody.
It's owned by the federal government.
It's owned by somebody.
Right? It's owned by the federal government, right?
It's owned by somebody.
Yeah, it's owned by we.
Well, you don't pay taxes here, do you?
Doesn't matter where I pay taxes. Tax money goes into the federal funds that get dispersed out everywhere else, right?
If you say
So as long as I'm a U.S. citizen, even if I was a foreign
if you're
citizen,
a citizen.
if I was a foreign citizen and I came into this country, right, and I bought a candy bar, I have every right to come in here and do the same thing.
To film and aggravate people.
I'm not aggravating anybody. You're aggravating me.
That's not what they said.
They can say whatever the heck they want to say. They could say I was in there dancing on the tables.
Well,
But of course, we know that I wasn't.
Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bar you from the property. If you feel like you need to get an attorney to fight the barring notice, then do what you need to do.
So you're going to trespass me from public property when I haven't committed a crime.
Look, they have the right to keep you on the property.
If I was to be charged with any sort of crime, what crime would you have charged me with today? What would it be?
Disorderly conduct.
How so? I haven't been disorderly.
You've been in there acting disorderly.
Barely spoke to anybody.
Well, was
Right.
you asked to leave?
How is opening the door for people as they're coming in and out with big boxes, is that disorderly?
I don't know.
That's chivalry, isn't it?
I wasn't here. I don't know.
Stepping out of line so that some elderly lady and her, I guess, son or whoever it was,
Causing a disturbance.
Yeah.
if stepping out of line so that people with a large amount of packages can get their business taken care of, since I'm not necessarily in a
Like
hurry,
I said,
is that disorderly?
I'm doing my part of my duty
You're not doing it very well, I gotta tell you that.
and acting on what she wants done. Okay. Right now, she wants us to serve you one of these criminal trespass notices, which we're going to do.
Well, you don't need to do that. I could just walk away because
Well, we're going to do that.
I haven't committed a crime yet. I haven't been warned to leave the property yet.
Charlotte, North Carolina, showing place status
It
is
doesn't have to be.
expired.
She don't want you to come back. We're going to serve you with this.
Yeah.
If you need,
You're
to get an
27,
attorney, if you need to do whatever you need to do.
Medlin,
That's between you and him. Okay.
You guys have gotten some bad reports from people lately.
active.
Over the past several years, yes, you have. You've gotten several bad reports that you guys do this kind of stuff to people.
Right now, we're going to focus on this criminal trespass warning. So, what's your name?
You can just put the location on there. You don't need to put anything else on there.
You do need to put something else on.
Nah. I haven't committed a crime yet.
Listen to me. Sorry.
What's your name? You ain't got no name tag on, do you?
Did
you rent that vest? Is that a loaner vest, a rental vest? You don't even have a name on you.
1 second. They've asked us to serve you with criminal trespass. We have to write your name on this paper. That's cordially what I'm asking you to do is for your ID. So I can serve you with criminal trespass warrant.
You're asking me?
Yes.
I politely
I'm giving you a lawful
My mouth is so dry.
to provide me with your ID or name for this. Now, right now, you're obstructing my investigation and my duty.
I'm not instructing anything.
I'm going to ask you one more time, or I'm going to place you under arrest for obstruction.
So you're going to arrest me when there's no crime been committed yet?
You're failing to ID yourself to me, which is required by law. When I ask you for ID,
If I committed a crime, what crime is I committed, though?
you're not getting it.
Sovereign citizens, man. They don't think they have to abide by the law.
I understand.
I'm not saying I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm here with the same rights as everybody else.
Call yourself, man.
I'm here trying to express my right as everybody else is.
If I walk up to that gentleman right there and ask
I'm
him for his
trying to
ID, he's
express
probably
my
gonna give it
duty
to me.
to serve you with this criminal trespass. That's all it's got to be.
Well, you
If
can
you
put
ID yourself,
You can put Joe on there. You can put that on there. That's all you got to put on there.
Information.
yeah, that's a false name.
How is that? You don't know my name
That's a
yet, do
crime in
you?
itself.
Right?
That's because you're failing to give it to us.
If I told you my name was Bagwell, would you have thought that that's a false name? Probably so, right? If I tell you to put Joe on there, do you know if that's a false name or not? No, you don't know anything yet, do you?
That's why I would like to
Okay,
have
so
your
stop
identification.
accusing me of committing a crime when there hasn't been one committed. Stop standing there and trying to put me into a hole that hasn't been dug yet, okay?
So, this is what we're going to do. I do need you to put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for failing to give us your information.
You know of any wrecks or anything going on the interstate?
I'll
We've
take your
got
stuff.
traffic backed up and people backing up on rim. We have 2 wrecks down the Echo and out in I'll
I'll catch you on the next video.